Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Kitty. And also if you're new, don't forget to click the subscribe button down below and hit that notification bell off to the side. I'm gonna ask you guys for a huge favor, okay? So every single one of you watching this video right now, are you subscribed yet? Like literally subscribe to my channel? Because if not, it's literally free. I know a subscription sounds like money, but it's not. It's free. So click the subscribe button, please. I'm begging you guys. Damn, my hands are dry. I need some lotion. So yeah. Let me get some lotion. Man, they were really, I can't believe I came on here without freaking putting lotion on my hands. They're so dry. Did you subscribe yet? I didn't forget, you guys. Just because I stepped off camera to get some lotion does not mean I forgot that I was telling y'all to subscribe. It's free. I'll say it one more time. All right, no, for real. Let's get to the point. No, but seriously, subscribe. But let's get to the point of this video. This video was unplanned to the point where I put all my other videos aside. I've already filmed like 3 or 4 other videos that I still need to edit. But something said this one needs to come first. And in the process, like, I'm gonna insert a quick clip here of when I first started filming this video. It was weeks ago. And when I was sitting here filming, my camera alert went off. And I looked on the camera and saw that my alarm system guy was here. And I was like, damn. So I had to pause the video. By the time he left, it had been like a while. Then, yeah, hold up. Let me insert that clip first. And it's funny because this video is actually on my list on videos that I needed to make or film. But it was not till like the future. You know, I have a few videos that I've been working on currently, so this was not planned, but it needed to be said, and you who are watching needed to hear this. My cameras are going off, hang on. All right, so then a couple days later, like, things went on and I was like unable to film. So I was like, all right, no problem. So days went by and I sat down to film again, and same thing happened. My alarm system guy came again because there was issues, so he couldn't complete the first time. We just had to update our system. Our system was working the entire time, but we had to update some things. So he came back again and I was like, what the hell? And then every time I would go to make this video, something always happened, something always came up. That's how I knew I had to make this video. So here we are. I am going to finish today no matter what. Here we go. Let's get this video done with so I can edit it and upload and finally work on my other ones that you guys have been waiting for. So let's go. Okay, so I've done similar videos to this, know your worth type of videos, but usually it was aimed towards like family and friends and so on. This one is aimed more towards relationships, but you can use it towards friends and family and so on. It all, you know, it's all pretty much the same. But this one's my goal with this one. I got notes. It's more for relationships because I'm in a lot of groups on Facebook and I'm seeing so many women like go through so much in their marriage and their relationships and so on that I'm like, you know, I went through all that myself years ago and finally I've learned, okay? Like, the first thing I want to point out is when you're in a relationship or marriage or whatever and you guys are living together, the first 2 years are the hardest. So no matter what you do, no matter like what, it's not gonna be easy. The first 2 years are the hardest because you guys don't know each other in a living environment. Like, you're not used to how he or she, you know, lives, and vice versa. They're not used to how you live. So it's hard. You have to learn each other's habits, and you both have to figure out how to live together, and it's very hard. So long story short, in that first 2-year window, as long as there's no like crazy physical abuse, you know, as long as it's nothing crazy and it's just minor arguments, I would say get through it. Like, it'll be fine after like the first or second year. At some point in there, everything will be all right if you're meant to be. Yeah, the title of this video is Know Your Worth. At least that's what I think I'm gonna title it. I'm not sure, but know your worth. And you need to understand how you should be treated, but also know it could be you could be the problem. I'm not kidding. Like, I've been the problem in a lot of my past relationships. Like, I am not saying I am the farthest person from perfect, nowhere near it. I have a lot of work to do. I have worked on myself. I have improved a lot, believe me. In the beginning of mine and Wesley's relationship, oh my gosh, I'm surprised. I am grateful that he's still here, because I was not easy to deal with at all. I still am not, but I have worked, I want to say fixed on myself. That's kind of probably the word. I have worked on myself. Over these years, I have learned so much about myself and my past, and why I was the way I was or am the way I am. You know, you have to first know yourself. Before you accuse the other person, know yourself first and know, is it really me? Is it really them? You gotta kind of like, you gotta look at it in both ways. You know, is it you or is it that person? But yeah, until I met my husband, I didn't know how I was supposed to be treated. You know, like I learned a lot from him, like how I really am supposed to be treated. There was a lot in my past that I don't know why I accepted it or was even okay with it. But clearly that was not okay and not healthy. And I'm so glad that I met Wesley and I learned how it is that you are supposed to be treated in a relationship or a marriage. All right, so I'm gonna break this up in 2 parts. The first part is gonna go for people with kids. And if you don't have kids, but you plan on having kids, or it's possible for you to have kids, even if you're not planning them, then you wanna hear this part regardless. Now, if you're someone who are 100% never having kids at all, then you can fast forward a little bit. But this part goes to people with kids or planning to have kids. So many relationships fail with kids and pregnancy. It begins in the pregnancy. When you're pregnant, you are hormonal. You are crazy. No offense, because I'm a mom. I've been there many times. You're freaking crazy. I was crazy pregnant, and a lot of the people that I've known pregnant, they were crazy, but I knew because I've been there. So that sounds bad. Like, don't freaking yell at me for saying crazy. Like, I don't mean crazy like that. I just mean hormonal. You know, when we're pregnant, we are just hormonal. Like, any little thing could set us off. Any little thing could make us cry. I told Wesley before, like when I found out I was pregnant, I was like, babe, be patient with me. I might get a little crazy. Sure enough, I did, but I wasn't as bad as in my past because I learned and I was able to control myself. But my point is, during pregnancy, to the guys, if there are any guys watching, please be patient with her. Please be patient. Like, understand that she's not feeling well. Like, you're not the one carrying this child. She's the one creating eyeballs and fingers and hair and shit. So she is literally being drained. Her soul is being drained by this child or children. I don't know how many babies she got in her, but she's being drained. Like, be patient. Like, she has no energy. And even if she does, she's again not feeling well. She's getting kicked in the ribs. You know, her lungs are being squished. Her bladder is being smashed. Like, be patient. So that's the one thing about pregnancies does break a lot of relationships, because the other person doesn't understand. So maybe if you are pregnant, show this part to your partner, you know, let them know, hey, watch this, look, I'm not crazy, it's just normal. But yeah, it's very uncomfortable being pregnant, but it's also beautiful and so rewarding and worth it. Okay, let me just, sorry, I know it's not about pregnancy. So when you have kids, once the kids are here, in the beginning, now you have lack of sleep. So you're dealing with sleepless nights. So that alone, you're like cranky, you're not feeling well. I know when I don't have proper sleep, I get nauseous throughout the day, sometimes on and off. I'm cranky. Like, yeah, kids are not easy. You don't have a lot of time to yourselves when you have kids. And this is the part where I want to say pick your partners carefully, because I got lucky that my husband, I honestly did not know how he would be with kids, but I am sick of hearing, oh, I am getting mad right now. I am sick of hearing women cry because they're doing everything alone, even though I'm talking about women that have their husband or partner, because there are women that are in, you know, same-sex relationship, and they do get pregnant by, you know, like, I think it's called insemination. So yeah, it could be a male or female in a pregnancy type of relationship, or with kids, you know. But yeah, I am sick of hearing these women that have these babies and they're doing everything alone. Like, why are you doing everything alone? Like, it doesn't matter if they have a job, they're still a sorry, I won't cuss. They're still a freaking parent to that child. I don't care if they work or not. Being a mother, even if you're a stay-at-home mom, if you work, that's even harder. But as a stay-at-home mom, you are 24/7 around those kids or the kid. You know, you're just constantly hearing the screaming, the crying, the jumping off the walls, the breaking stuff, the writing on the walls. You're 24/7 around this. Me, personally, I'm like what they call helicopter mom. So 24/7, my eyes are on my child, my toddler. I'm constantly watching her. Even while I'm sleeping, any little sound she makes, I jump up and I wake up and I'm like wondering if she's okay. So it should not be a one-person job to take care of a kid. The father or the partner, the other parent, should also step up and help with baths, help with feeding, help with changing, help with correcting behaviors. Like, they should be a part of that child's life. I'm sick of hearing these people, these women, talk about these men that don't do shit for their kids. They just sit around and do nothing. Like, she's like, oh, I have to take my kid to the bathroom and take a shit because the dad isn't gonna watch them. Like, what? Are you kidding me? Pick your partner. Ooh, calm down, kitty. I don't want my channel to be like negativity or whatever. I need to calm down, tone it down. Pick your partners carefully, because you don't want just anyone being the father or mother to your child if they're just gonna sit around and not do a thing. Okay, that alone breaks a lot of relationships. So when you are planning on having kids, if you do have the opportunity to plan, some of us, you know, get pregnant by accident. Alexa, stop.
7:45 p.m. alarm stopped on Kid Alia's Echo Plus.
Okay, so Alexa goes off over there, but this one talks. That's how they are. Yeah, so if you are planning on having kids, please have a conversation with the other person and be like, look, are you going to be 50-50 with me? Whether you have a job or not, this is your child too. Like, you are putting in half the work, right? You know, you are the other parent, right? So it shouldn't just be the mother doing everything. That drives me crazy when I hear stories like that. How, I almost wanted to say, I almost said something I don't want to. How are you okay with watching the other parent just not do anything? Like, it just makes no sense to me. It makes no sense. I don't get it. I don't get it. pick your partner carefully before you have kids with them. Make sure they are going to put in their part as a parent. Okay, I hope I covered the part with kids, because yeah, that's like I said, that's what hurts a lot of relationships, when one of the parents is not doing anything, you know, absolutely anything. My husband works 12-hour shifts. Okay, he works 12-hour shifts, and he will still come home and give me a hand if he knows I've been stressed. I've been with the kid for 12 hours straight, stressed out. So if he sees me stressed out, and my daughter is easy, believe me, she is a piece of cake, but I still get stressed out, you know, because again, you're hearing nothing but a toddler talking all day long, 24/7, besides the time. Luckily, she sleeps all night. Oh my God, thank you God. But I can't imagine if I had a real bad child. Like, I truly am blessed, and I will send positive vibes and love to you guys that are dealing with not so easy kids. And my heart goes to you, because as easy as mine is, I still have times where I cry or I'm stressed out. And that sounds dumb to say, knowing that she's so easy to take care of, but as you guys know, I do suffer from anxiety, so any little thing can throw me off. But yeah, I am so grateful for Wesley, because he is so hands-on, and like I said, he works 12-hour shifts and he'll still give me a hand. Like right now, he's outside with her, letting her run around after a 12-hour shift, just so I can film this video for you guys, because I can't film while it's just me and her, because I know I wouldn't. I mean, some people don't want to sit and watch a YouTube video of somebody with a message this important, and to have a kid screaming right there, and yeah, no, it's not okay. So he's helping me right now, like while I get this video filmed. Okay, so now we get to the part of people without kids, relationships with no children involved. As peaceful as that sounds, there is still life involved. And what I mean by that is, for example, women get their periods. That ain't a secret. So when we get our periods, we can get hormonal. So just because you don't have kids does not mean everything's perfect, you know, and stress-free. You still have that. And there's also men or women that like to go out still, and that also ruins relationships when one or the other is not okay with it. Like in my past, I used to go out a lot. That's not a secret. I was a party animal. But ever since, you know, I've been with Wesley, it took time. I still was a little party animal in the beginning. I still am a party animal, but at home with him. But yeah, like, going out can cause so much problems in a relationship. I highly recommend, unless you have like an open relationship where you guys don't care what each other does, you don't care if the other one flirts and so on, unless it's something like that where you don't care, then I suggest maybe go out, but go together, you know, like do date nights, and that's your going out nights, you know. But there's some relationships where they honestly don't care, and that's okay. Like if you don't care if your man flirts with another girl, or vice versa, your girl flirts with another girl, or your girl flirts with a guy, and so on, you don't care, then that's not a problem. You know, you guys are gonna be fine. Every relationship is different, so you also need to talk about that before you get involved in a long-term relationship. If you're okay with it, then it shouldn't even be a topic. Well, technically yes, because you could be okay with it and he or she may not. You know, all these are things that you want to talk about. Like, what is your lifestyle like? Like, what are your likes, dislikes? What are you okay with and not okay with when it comes to a relationship? And if you guys are both on the same page, then perfect. I mean, no relationship is perfect no matter what. Like my husband and I, we argue over dumb stuff. Like if we do argue, it's over dumb stuff. Like stuff that is like, what? You know, little things like, how the hell? I've told you this many times to turn off that switch before you go into that room. Like dumb shit like that. I'm not OCD, but I have routines. Like if you leave the room for the day, turn off the fan. Simple stuff like that. So that's the only things we argue about is dumb stuff like that, just because I'm so like picky and I have routines. He's more laid back. He has no routines. He just goes as however, like he just lives life without any, you know. So that's the only thing. Like I like routines. I like things done a certain way, and he forgets. But other than that, I'm just so happy because of this, my relationship with him, I learned what was not okay in my past, and that's why I'm able to bring this video to you guys. But at the same time, like I said, also it might not be the other person, it could be you. Like if you have not healed from certain things in your past, whether from your childhood, from previous relationships, whatever it is, if you have not healed from things from your past, it's going to interfere with your current and your future. So I suggest you do some like research. Like I've been learning about all of this. It took me years and I'm still learning. I'm not a pro, I'm not a freaking psychologist or any of that, but I have always done research, and I've learned a lot about myself, and it's helped me a lot in my marriage and in my daily life. Like you have to learn, if you have traumas from your childhood or your past, you know, you have to figure that out. What is it that has, you know, made me this way? What is it that's affecting me till today? What is it that I need to get through? You know, sometimes you need therapy. I personally don't believe in therapy, but that's my personal choice, but it does help a lot of people. So I am telling you that if you feel like you might need therapy, please do it, because a lot of people, it helps them. In my case, therapy has made me worse. The times I did try, it was repetitive. They just make you repeat your past and repeat your past, and it's like, okay, what's the point of like repeating my past and crying every freaking appointment? Like I could do that shit at home. So it was pointless to me personally. Maybe I just had the wrong people, whatever, I don't know, facilities I should say. But I have controlled my anxiety and depression. I don't suffer from depression in the way that others do. Like some people, they cry like, you know, they don't want to live anymore and so on. That's not how my depression is. Like it's not like I don't want to live. I love life and I want to live. It's more like I just get down. Like my depression works in a way of just like no motivation and I'm just down, but I'm not like crying or like, it's weird. I don't think it's depression. I think it's just low energy, to be honest. But I do suffer from anxiety, and my anxiety just kind of keeps me more at home, which is, I ain't complaining. I love my home. I am peaceful at home. There's no drama in my home. I stay out of trouble in my home, so I don't mind it. It ain't a bad thing, but at the same time, I do want to get out more and so on, you know. But with this whole thing going around, everybody knows since 2020, I've been at home a lot more than I used to be. But I have also learned so much while being at home. And if you have not, you know, gone on Instagram or Google and just, no, Instagram, yeah, Instagram's the one I recommend. You get on Instagram and just look up pages that have to do with anything positive vibes, you know. Look up positive quotes and then follow the pages that share them and just focus only on those pages, and it's gonna make a huge difference. Personal development is a big thing. Like go on YouTube and just look up personal development, look up self-healing, self-love, anything like that. It's going to help you. But again, that's aimed towards if it's you that's the problem. Now if it's the other person that's the problem, you can also try and help them in that route, in that same way. Like you can probably like guide them to follow pages like that, or you can look up things that you know your partner is having issues with, whether it's anxiety or self-love issues and things like that. Look things up like that and send them a screenshot every now and then, you know, like maybe once every few days so it's not so obvious. But you know, look for ways to help them lift their spirits up and so on. And if it's drug addictions, that's a whole nother topic. That affects a lot of relationships. There's other addictions that I'm not gonna say right now, but there's many addictions, and that's a whole nother level. Like, when it comes to addictions, ooh, that's serious stuff. Like, you really need to seek some type of help in those type of departments. Not sure if that's even the right word, but yeah. I just wanted to make this video quick and simple and short, but I think it went kind of long from looking at the timer. But yeah, I hope I didn't leave anything important out, and that's another reason why I didn't want to film this video, because I kept getting interrupted and stuff. But I hope what I said made sense, and if I feel like there's more I could have said, maybe I'll do a part 2. So yeah, I hope this was helpful for you. Pick your partners carefully, and if you are the problem, do some self-healing, because I was the problem and I did a lot of self-healing, but I still have a lot of work to do. So do you. We all do. No one is perfect. I don't care who you are, ain't nobody perfect. So that is it for this video. I hope you did click the subscribe. I mean, I said it like 20 times in the beginning, so I hope you click that subscribe button, and don't forget to click the thumbs up and share this video with anyone you think might need to hear this message. And I guess that's it. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I love you guys, and I will see you on the next one.